Global music sensations take the Yamava Theater stage this November, like Andrea Bocelli, November 1st, Mariah Carey, November 6th, and Jonas Brothers, November 10th. Tickets on sale now at YamavaTheater.com. Must be 21 to enter.
I'm Dave Mann, and I approve this message.
Across the country, women are being denied medical care. Their lives pushed to death's door as abortion is banned. It's happening in California, too. And it will only get worse if Scott Baugh and the MAGA extremists have their way. They want a national ban on abortion and would punish doctors for providing women medical care. No abortions, no exceptions, not even in California. Stop Scott Baugh. Stop the MAGA extremists.
Hey, guys!
We brought a truckload of magic. What would you like to make disappear?
All that stuff out there. When you want junk to disappear, all you have to do is point. Bye.
Call 1-800-GOT-JUNK.
Maybe it's your mom, the kids next door, or even you. 15 million Californians have health care because of Medi-Cal, but budget cuts have left patients waiting months just to see a doctor. That's why voting yes on Prop 35 is so important. It guarantees healthcare funding that can't be redirected, so we train more healthcare workers and keep hospitals and ERs open. Yes on 35 protects Medi-Cal for the ones you care about the most.
Right now at 10, cutting through the smoke. Wait until you see why Cheech and Chong just filed suit against California.
And we're still seeing cloudy skies this morning. Sunshine is on the way, and so are the triple digits for some of us. We'll talk about that.
Get ready to tee off to infinity and beyond right here at a Pixar-inspired pop-up golf mini course. That's right here in Long Beach. We'll have the details for you coming up next. Let's see what happens. Oh, really?
Omar's doing all the fun stuff today. All right, plus, move over Starbucks. Could dirty soda shops soon be on every corner? Why some star Mormon moms are pushing the sugary, syrupy pop shops.
And up next in entertainment, we'll have a special performance from Broadway at the, plus a Justin Timberlake Acrisure Arena giveaway. Stick around.
We are in the final hour of our weekends together.
Oh, whatever will we do for the next 5 days, Megan?
Seriously.
You could do what we do and text every day.
I know, that's true. We do.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Megan Tellis. It's 10 o'clock.
I'm Lauren Lister. Thank you for joining us. Casey Montoya is watching the weather, which honestly looks lousy, so just watch the news for another hour.
You know, some spots are seeing a little bit of clearing already, but yeah, low clouds and fog once again this morning. Desert mountains already seeing clear skies. And temperatures today, they'll be a degree warmer for some, degree cooler for others, and then the real warm-up is going to start tomorrow. So right now it is 63 in Long Beach, 67 in Buena Park, 73 in Riverside, 83 already in Palmdale. And this is what we're expecting for highs this afternoon. 69 for Santa Monica, 90 for Van Nuys today, 93 in Santa Clarita, 95 for Palmdale, 92 in Riverside, and 76 today in Big Bear. Back to you.
Casey, thank you. This morning, we continue to follow developing news out of the Middle East. Israel claiming it killed a top Hezbollah leader in an airstrike just a day after taking out another of the organization's top men.
At least 1 million Lebanese people are displaced due to the violence tearing through the Middle East. KTLA's Gene Kang shares the latest details. Gene, good morning.
Good morning, Megan and Lauren. Well, the Israeli military says they killed another top Hezbollah leader during an airstrike. Now, here's some background. The U.S. has designated Hezbollah as a terrorist organization backed by Iran, which operates in Lebanon and supports Hamas. That being said, there are international calls right now for a ceasefire deal. Hezbollah confirmed the latest assassination of Nabil Kaouk. Although it's not clear where the strike happened, this is the 7th slain official in just the past week. This news follows an Israeli airstrike in northeast Lebanon that killed 11 people. Israel has stated that these attacks are aimed at Hezbollah targets. In Lebanon, the leader of the largest Christian community has condemned the assassination of Nasrallah, calling it a profound wound for their entire nation. Speaking during Sunday Mass, he urged everyone for peace and unity to keep that during these difficult times, and also to elect a Lebanese president who can help restore Lebanon's standing in the international community. Now, the Lebanese army echoed the same thing, a need for national unity during what's described as a very dangerous and delicate time. They called on citizens to please avoid actions that could threaten civil peace and ongoing violence. We are hearing from both sides this morning. As you hear right here, Lebanese caretaker and Prime Minister Najib Makita says that they went to the UN for solutions and met with world leaders to stop further massacres. He says the law of the jungle has made Israeli forces stall efforts, in his own words, for any ceasefire deal.
שהמכות העוצמתיות שצה"ל הנחית על חיזבאללה בימים האחרונים
While Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu says these blows against Hezbollah won't be enough and that Nasrallah's assassination was essential to achieve their goals. The IDF reported the launch of approximately 8 projectiles from Lebanon into northern Israel. This incident marks an escalation with the ongoing exchanges of intense fire since the conflict began in Gaza. Now, the UN says the number of people displaced has more than doubled. We're talking 11,000 people leaving families with children homeless. Then there's also this new video. The Israeli military says they dismantled a tunnel in central Gaza that was more than half a mile long, complete with an iron blast door. The tunnel passed residential buildings and was reportedly used by Hamas for long stays to hide from airstrikes. Now, Hezbollah has called for a ceasefire in light of all of these recent events, as well as other world leaders. Jean Kang, Megan and Lauren, back to you.
Jean, thank you so much for those reports all morning long. Here at home, we're learning more about the man who was fatally shot while on board a hijacked LA Metro bus Wednesday morning. Anthony Rivera was a 48-year-old former National Guardsman. His family says he was on his way home from work after a shift as a parking lot attendant at Dodger Stadium when the tragedy happened. Meantime, the investigation does continue into that hijacking. The LA Times reporting that the suspect, who police identified as 51-year-old Lamont Campbell, may have boarded the Metro in an attempt to rob passengers when he allegedly shot Rivera and held the driver as well as another passenger hostage for more than an hour while leading police on a pursuit throughout downtown LA. Rivera's family is calling for city leaders to improve safety for those who rely on public transportation. Meantime, later today at noon, they'll be holding a public celebration of life at Garvey Park in Rosemead.
In one Canoga Park neighborhood, waking up to a crime scene this morning after a deadly shooting. Police are searching for the suspect who fired several shots at 2 men last night on Northgate Avenue. First responders could be seen performing life-saving measures on one of the victims. He did not appear to be conscious at the time. Police say the men were standing outside when an unknown suspect fired multiple rounds at them. Both of the victims were transported to the hospital. One man died, the other said to be in critical condition. A motive is still unknown.
CHP is investigating a deadly rollover crash in Griffith Park. It happened early this morning around 12:50 on the 134 East Freeway at the 5 South Freeway connector. When authorities arrived to the scene, they found one vehicle on its roof with 2 people trapped inside. Another was ejected from the vehicle and pronounced dead on the scene. A 4th person was able to get out of their car on their own. A total of 3 victims were taken to the hospital in serious condition. According to investigators, the driver collided with the center divider, but it isn't known if speed or DUI were a factor in the crash.
Local first responders are helping with round-the-clock search and rescue efforts in the wake of Hurricane Helene. At least 64 people are dead across 5 states, and millions are still without power. Over 150 SoCal rescue personnel have been deployed to the region to help. This includes crews from 5 SoCal fire departments, an urban search and rescue team from the Orange County Fire Authority headed to North Carolina now, where residents are dealing with a lack of cell service and extreme flooding. And a swiftwater task force from LA City Fire is also in the area to assist. And we thank everyone for their participation in helping out the victims.
Absolutely. Yeah. Okay, now to this. The duo known as Cheech and Chong are going after the California Department of Public Health over rules banning specific hemp products. The comedy duo and lifelong marijuana enthusiasts have filed a lawsuit that they say is targeting small hemp businesses. The new regulations now in effect ban the sales of hemp food and drinks that have detectable amounts of THC. That's the compound in cannabis that changes how the brain works. Cheech Marin and Tommy Chong, along with others in the hemp industry, say they stand to lose millions of dollars and may have to close down if these rules are enforced.
And one of Santa Monica's last movie theaters has shut down for good. The AMC Theater inside the iconic El Muro building closed its doors for the final time last Sunday. A sign sharing the news was posted on the door. The 3rd Street Promenade location was taken over and renovated by AMC back in 2015. Santa Monica City Mayor Phil Brock says he hates to see the location go. However, he recognized the struggles of the theater, particularly in presentation. He hopes AMC will shift its focus towards renovating its other location over on 3rd Street. And here we go. Dirty sodas going viral on social media. Okay, it's your favorite soda pumped full of flavored syrups and cream.
Yeah, these are new to me, but I have been learning all about this because I've been watching this Hulu reality show that we're going to talk a little bit more about. So these dirty soda shops want to be the next Starbucks. Look at this.
Come to Swig with us. Sage usually gets a sparkling strawberry breeze blended. We come here for the snacks. Their cookies, their pretzel bites.